Hello my viewers, it's on with another questions and answers time. Let's look at my inbox here. Here's one from, actually a comment that was posted about my books that I've written. Are you still selling these? I'm 13 and love reading and would like to buy some if available. Yes, I still have these books, and if you'd like to buy some books from me, well, I guess I still accept money, but I also accept copper. Okay, see, like this is some like copper from some extension cords and that here. And what I could do is make it so that you could just mail me copper for, instead of money, and then I'll go ahead and just mail you the books, and I'll pay the postage for the books going to you. And it also goes for my t-shirts as well. Just email me and let me know how many shirts, what size, what color you'd like, and I'll let you know how much copper it's going to cost. And also let me know where you live, because I have to adjust for postage, because not everybody lives in the United States. I realize that. So and copper and other minerals are, I think, kind of a universal currency. Now, these are not really made into ingots or anything, but that's one thing I want to do, and that's why I'm talking about accepting copper. I'd like to be able to buy a smelter, or rather a furnace, for smelting copper and aluminum, and make ingots for sale. Or you just send me copper and I'll send you an ingot. You see, and work it out and trade like that, rather than having to use any currency of any sort except for copper. And copper is a form of currency. I mean, that's just the way it is. And if you don't think it is, then I think you're about to find that it is, put it that way. Same thing with aluminum and a lot of other metals. Gold and silver, sure, I guess they're hot, but a lot of people don't think of aluminum and copper as a form of currency, but it is. Here's another question. Can you please talk about DuPont MO99, which is an R22 substitute? I've heard a lot of good things about it. You could find the PT chart for it online at DuPont's website, probably, and to find out for yourself if you'd like to use it. Now, however, I'm going to have to give you some fair warning about it, is that if you are using a drop-in replacement refrigerant for R22, that many times the compressor warranties are going to be out the door, because for example, I've been told that Copeland will not honor a warranty if somebody uses a drop-in replacement. Okay, here's another one. So if I fly out there, would you teach me a few things? I'm sure you hear that all the time. I live in California. I have done schooling. I have one more year to get my AS in refrigeration and AC. You inspire me to be one of the better technicians out there. You should create an AC program where people pay you to stay a week in your city and have students follow you, and you can teach them the proper ways of doing things. Reading all the comments and videos proves that people are that would follow your lead. And well, I appreciate the comment and the compliment, and really I wouldn't mind it if somebody did, but I cannot have any riders on my truck at work, sorry. Now if I had my own business or something like that, hey, that'd be cool. I'd be all willing to do something like that. Here's another question. How do you check a blower motor if it's good or not? Well, of course, you want to ohm that motor. Find out if it's ohming to ground for one, and that's one way, and of course make sure that it ohms out good between your windings. And another is to make sure that the bearings aren't shot in it. So just kind of give the motor a little spin and make sure that it's not seized or anything like that. And that's one sure way to find out if it has a problem. And single phase motors, always check the run capacitor because that could be a problem. Here we go. Okay, this is about vacuum pump maintenance. The video I did some time back on that. It says, why so much oil and why change it so often? Well, the oil level, of course, is regulated generally by the sight glass that is on the backside of the vacuum pump. So it's kind of self-explanatory as to how much oil to put in there in reality, just by looking in the sight glass. And then why change it so often? Mainly because a lot of times when you run your vacuum pump, that the oil, of course, will lose viscosity for one, okay, and the other two is that it picks up the contaminants from what was inside of the air conditioning system. So that's why you have to change it often. I usually change my oil at least every other time, between uses, at least. Unless it's a big job and I have to use a vacuum pump on it for a really long time, then of course I'll change it every single time. Okay, here's another question. How to figure out whether to charge a unit with vapor or liquid? Okay, actually that's a very good question. R22, when you are charging a system, you should always charge it with vapor, okay? That is while you're tweaking in the charge. However, your static charge should be with liquid. And usually a static charge, typically, rule of thumb, is going to be 2 pounds of refrigerant for every ton that air conditioner is rated for. Most other refrigerants out there are cocktails that need to be charged by liquid anyway, all the way with liquid, no vapor. That would be like R410A and 134A, R404A, things like that. Now for a little story here. See my middle fingernail right there? Got a little damage there. Learned a lesson. Mini split ductless systems on the evaporator. Don't stick your finger in where the air is coming out. Now, that's what I did. Was I stuck actually 2 fingers, my index finger and my middle finger. I stuck it in there thinking that the evaporator was right back there, but no, it was actually the blower wheel that was right back there. I couldn't see it, and it wasn't all that far back there either. I mean, I don't think I stuck my finger back in there, not even an inch, and bloop. It was a McQuay evaporator on a ductless system is what it was. But be very careful. Just keep that in mind when the system's running, especially when the system's running. Never stick your fingers inside of a ductless system, or I don't care, any system really, but especially keep an eye on that. I mean, I would never have thought that blower wheel was right there. So accidents can happen to anybody.
Tell them about the regular money for the t-shirts.
Now, Becky has just told me that I need to explain to you that if you want to purchase the books or t-shirts outright with actual real life currency, that it is possible. Just email me or private message me through YouTube, and I'll get back to you on a price. And you just let me know what you're interested in, and we'll go from there. And yes, still do. I'll accept copper. See how this copper is? It's nice and rolled up. That's how I'd like to get it, but that's okay. You let me know what kind of copper you have, whether it's like copper 1 or copper 2, or like that kind of a thing. Now here where I'm at in the United States, by the way, in Florida, copper 1 is actually some of the bigger stuff. Even though this is all copper, nice, bright and shiny, this is considered copper 2 because of the actual size of the strands. But and it's just like copper windings out of a motor is considered copper 2 here too. And so just let me know. Also, if you'd like to just send me copper, that'd be cool. I mean, I would really appreciate that. Like if you like my show and you just want to send me some copper, that'd be awesome. Because I'm trying to buy the materials I need to get a furnace so that I can make my own ingots. That would be awesome. And thank you.